Hello friends, my name is Sandeep, your civil engineering coach. In this particular video, we have come up with a very interesting topic that from a fresher site engineer or from a fresher civil engineer, how can you go to the project manager level? From fresher engineer to the project manager. Now, there are so many people, they tell you that you need to come to the level as a site coordinator, site engineer, or site supervisor, then you can go to the project engineer. Why you need that much amount of time? Let me tell you one very important thing. What are the qualities that are required being a project manager? So first is actually, even if you have started working as a site engineer, it's okay. If you really want to become a project manager, if you're working as a site engineer, it's a right path. But don't stop it there. You really need to have a jump, otherwise you will become a site engineer throughout your life. To understand from site engineer or site coordinator, from there, how can you go from there to the directly to the project manager or resident engineers? So those areas actually, if you really want to go, there are few qualities, few skill sets are required. What are the qualities and skill sets? Now there are basically, we have categorically divided these skill sets into two areas. One area is technical skill sets and another area is behavioral skill sets. It's very important that what are the technical skill sets and behavioral skill sets. And what is skill? Skill is something like what are you expert at? That's a skill, right? To become an expert or to become a skilled person, you really first and foremost thing that you need is knowledge. First of all, you should know that what is the knowledge that requires first to become an expert in that. Let's say a camera, for example, or let's say anything which is related for that sake. You first know what does the camera mean, what's the mobile mean, what is Android mean. Initially, if you remember, before the mobile phone has born, you might be knowing what is Android, nobody was knowing. Now everybody actually, even the 3 years, 4 years kids actually are playing with the Android mobile, right? But if you see that, very old age people like your grandmother, grandfather or something, they still have certain problems in understanding that what is this, all right? Why? Because their quota or their doors of acquiring the knowledge has completely got closed, all right? So one thing you please make sure, make an statement in your life that you will never ever close the doors of acquiring the knowledge. All right, that's a very good quality for a project manager. Few qualities or few skill sets, how to categorically define it. Now let me talk to you about the behavioral skill sets. Behavioral skill sets is first is you should have a communication skill. Now where are you getting stuck? Are you getting stuck with the local language? Are you getting stuck with the national language? Are you getting stuck with the international language? Somebody will say that I am a Gujarati, I will speak only in Gujarati. I'm a Marathi, I'm going to speak only in Marathi. That won't work. Language, please understand, I'm not favoring any language or I'm not favoring English language. I'm just trying to tell you, it is the proper communication between the two people without having any deficit of the content or the knowledge. Alright, one person wanted to tell something to other person, it has to be communicated along with the feelings, along with the technical details, every damn thing. That's the knowledge. You tell him like without speaking also. It's okay. But a proper way of communicating, which kind of language, so coordination, communication skills, you really need to have it. If you don't have, get it right away, right now. How to get it? The communication is, it's very difficult. There are so many people, they cannot speak. If you really want to speak something actually, try to sit in front of the mirror. Speak something about yourself. Speak something about the subject that you are loving for. Speak something about of the person to whom you are loving for. Something or something actually. Try speaking. Outwardness. Outwardness. It's very important. There are some people which are introvert. They speak internally. There are some people they speak outward. So you require to be a little bit more outward spoken person. It helps you to communicate, right? So communication skill, there are few areas actually I just want to tell you. Communication doesn't happen only with the speech. It happens with the body language. All right. So those areas also you need to work a little bit more. Another area regarding the behavioral skills, I'll tell you, motivation. You really need a self-motivation. There are so many places or so many moments will come in your life that you will not feel any motivated. You will feel very disgusting also sometimes. So what do? You do something which inspires you from within. Alright? You do meditate. If you really want to do that, you pray, you go to some church, you go to some temple, go some places where you'll feel joyful, where you'll feel happy about, where you'll feel very enthusiastic about. So this is the key area where you really need to be self-motivated. If you are not motivated, how you can motivate other people? How you can motivate your colleagues? How you motivate your labor staff, other staff, or engineers, architects, project, the site engineers. So many other people you can't motivate. So self-motivation will inspire you to motivate other people. Alright? That will drive you, that will reduce the span of the work that is to be carried out during the certain activities. Believe me, it helps. Certain other activities are like problem solving. What is problem solving? You know that there are certain issues are happening here. You should look at not the problem, at the solution. You are problem solving person, not the problem creator. Now this is very important for so many civil engineers. They become a problem creator. Sir, this is not there. Sir, this is a problem. Sir, that is a problem. No. If you are a site engineer, if you are a civil engineer, you always and always try to find out the solution to the problems. This is the key principle for you. It will take you to the places from problem to the solution. Problem to the solution. N number of problems are there on the site. People are getting frustrated. Arey yaar, mera site kab khatam hoga? When my site will get finished? What these bloody engineers, architects, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, IT, so many consultants, what the heck is going on? When my project will get over? Why? Because I have invested on land, crores of rupees. I have invested on construction, millions of rupees. What am I getting? Nothing. These people are fighting. When I will complete my project, that's very important. Alright? So you become a solution orientation person. Don't try to enlarge or magnify the problems. Try to kill it. Try to curb it. Try to resolve it and make a proper solution. You are the solution orientation person and you know that better. Next quality is team building. What is team building? Now team building is a very, very important quality. Can you complete the entire project with just 2 hands, few fingers and 2 legs? Not possible. Crores of rupees of project is in front of you. So many people has to work together, not against together, work together as a team, as one single team. Why sport? Sport will teach you so many things. Football, cricket, team. It's not the one person's winning, it's a team winning. Alright? So make certain activities which will inspire the teams to work together, not against together. Alright? So how to do the team building? Have certain chit chats, have certain problems, talk to them about the solutions which the problems they are trying to state. Try to find out the solutions. When there are certain fightings or certain things happens, actually try to make sure that you are working together. If you are thinking that these are hopeless teams, actually try to get rid of it, get the new teams. You are problem solver. You are not problem creator. This again will take you to the next level from site engineer to the project engineer. Alright? The next topic is commitment. You need to be committed person. Commitment is very, very important. Whenever you are taking any project, be committed to finish it. Be committed to do it no matter what is the cost. Do it. When you see that I want to go from here to here, this is the place. Now you are working with one project, 10 dozens of projects will come. Once you complete that within the budget, within the time frame, within the particular limited amount of resource, 10 more projects will come to you. How it will happen? Ultimately it will happen. God will give you that. I'll tell you that kind of power will be there within. Okay, so always remember, proper commitment to your work is very, very important. All right. Now the next point is diplomacy. Now diplomacy is also one of the very, very important thing. Now let's say, for example, if your boss is very angry, it's better to give some time to reduce that anger instead of bringing certain problems and make that anger as a big monster. All right. So diplomacy means not a politics. Diplomacy is solving the problem with the polite, with less amount of friction. Always remember, diplomacy is not a politics. Diplomacy is solving the problem with less amount of friction. Friction means issues with the people, issues with the technique, issues with the process. All right. So these are the areas that you really need to work. Actually, how to learn this kind of technique? Diplomacy requires to be felt within, that how to solve this. If you are having a right attitude to solve the problem, automatically it will take a birth within you. But believe me, this is a very, very important quality which takes you from a site engineer to the project manager. Now coming to the different branch, now these are the behavioral skills that are required. Along with that, you really need technical skills. What are the technical skills? Now technical skills are like PowerPoint, Excel, Word. Requires MS Office. If you don't know typing, start typing now. Type something, write a book on you. Type something, your life experiences. Start typing. There are so many people, where is A, where is B? That's a problem. Start chatting with certain friends. That will also help you. All right, increase your typing speed. First thing. Second thing is, now this is about Microsoft Office. You don't need to go anywhere. You can learn by yourself, right? But certain other levels where you need expertise, that thing actually need to learn. You require to learn BIM tools like Revit. You require to learn certain information giving tools like CRM Systems. You might be required to learn certain communication systems. Now what all these actually, whenever you're dealing with certain project management technical skill sets, you really need to learn certain softwares. Microsoft Project Management. Have you heard about this software? Learn it. Now so many people actually they say about Primavera is better than this. Now let me tell you, Primavera is required if you are having millions of activities. But in civil, do we have the millions of activities? You tell me. No. Let me tell you, you want excavation, PCC, RCC, column, then you take slab, you take walls, plastering, painting. Why you need, let's say from office you need to go to home, which vehicle you will take? You will take an aircraft? Come on. Yeah, you will take, sometimes you will walk if it is just next to your office. All right. So choose the right tool at the right time. Microsoft Project is comparatively simple tool, very, very subtle, which is compared to you can compare that with Microsoft Excel. It is helpful for you to understand certain basic principles of planning, scheduling, how to do that. You have to learn it. All right. Few other tools are there, like Revit is there. If you want to do with the structural industrial projects, you need to learn Tekla. If you want to learn, let's say the concrete projects, actually, you can learn this Revit architecture, Revit structure, Revit MEP. There is ArchiCAD. There are various other tools like Synchro. One of the other tool is there like Navisworks. Various these tools are there which will give you a valuable information. Now let me tell you, in today's world, in this century, information is the king. If you really want to become project manager, if you don't have a data, you are not a king. I'm not asking the king means really the king. I'm saying that you cannot be managing it properly. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. So whenever you deal with that kind of project as a manager, you're managing all the things. You require funds, you require equipments, you require resources which are related to the materials, which are related to the labors. You require contractors, you require engineers, you require right attitude of the people who are working day to day. You require right staff, you require right accountants, everything. If you really want to work together, you really need certain type of system which holistically will help you and will give you the right information. And that information gives you, generally in this particular trend, we call it as BIM system, building information and management system. Those who are working on the infrastructure project, there is an infrastructure suite is available. If you go to many top level companies, actually information is the king in this age or in this time frame. You really need to grab valuable information. You will have certain problems, you will have certain issues which are related to the legal issues. This information will help you to get rid of that situation. Always remember, information is the king. If you have that info, you are the boss. Otherwise, somebody else will be the boss. I hope you like this video. Please give a thumbs up. It will motivate me. Also, if you really love this particular channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much.